out right on this circuit, he has to do about 6 or 7 more gear changes per lap than, for instance, the Yamaha, because of the inferior power characteristics. But on the other hand, he's a real trier, and the Honda is a very handleable machine.
28 laps, and the race is going to start in about 40 seconds time. Very soon the 30-second board will go up. Number 3, Freddie Spencer. Alongside him, number 6, Randy Mamela. Then 27, Eddie Lawson. And alongside Eddie Lawson on the front rank is number 10, Mark Fontaine with the Yamaha. But these are the 2 men to watch. World Championship leader, number 3, Freddie Spencer, Honda. His rival and friend, I emphasize that, number 4, Kenny Roberts. This race is absolutely vital to the World Championship chances of both of them. And it's go. The crowd literally roars, and Spencer blasts off. And Roberts is left a bit behind, and it's Ron Haslam and Freddie Spencer into Cops together with Randy Mamela behind them. And the crowd roars as they see that Ron Haslam is leading the British Grand Prix. Rocket Ron is away on lap 1. The man who has only just recovered from that arm injury. He's in a superb state of mind. There is Randy Mamela and the distinctive style of Ron Haslam. And now Freddie Spencer is right up with him and through. And Mamela is in 3rd position. The World Championship leader, Freddie Spencer, leads as they approach the fastest part of the course, Hangar Straight, which is the long drag, 160 miles an hour. They're into Stowe, and Kenny Roberts is up into 5th place. And it's Spencer leads, Mamela is 2nd, Haslam is in 3rd place, Roberts is up into 4th place, and Jack Middelberg, the Dutchman who won here in 1981, is right up there too. Then the rest of them go through. Number 5 there is ex-world champion Marco Lucinelli on the Honda, who seemingly is well out of the running in the British Grand Prix, didn't do at all well in practicing, and that is the wonderful shot from Club up to Abbey, from Abbey to Woodcote, to complete the first of 28 laps, with Freddie Spencer going into the right-hander at 120 miles an hour and leading from Mamela. So there is Honda leading Suzuki. Now, Randy Mamela, number 6, won here in 1980. He's got a lot to do, because although he's in 3rd place in the World Championship behind Kenny Roberts, as he looks over his shoulder, and Roberts is 3rd, ahead of Haslam. Haslam down to 4th, Roberts up to 3rd. So the 3 Americans who lead the World Championship on lap 2 now are 1st, 2nd and 3rd. It's Honda leading, Freddie Spencer. It's Suzuki 2nd, Randy Mamela. It is Yamaha 3rd, Kenny Roberts. It's the 2nd works Honda of Ron Haslam in 4th position, and that is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of as we watch Kenny Roberts trying to catch Randy Mamela, and he is catching Randy Mamela, and therefore catching this man, number 3, Freddie Spencer, 21 years old, one of the youngest riders in the race. There's Haslam, there's Middelberg, and in 6th position is Lawson, and Barry Sheen is in about 12th position, and that's good. Number 14 there, Loris Reggiani. And the first 3 are breaking away. Haslam is still 4th. Roberts in 3rd position is now right with Spencer, and Mamela leads. Randy Mamela, has he been sandbagging in practice, is in the lead as they come out to complete lap 2 in this 28-lap race, and into 2nd place goes Kenny Roberts. Kenny Roberts has displaced Freddie Spencer. So Suzuki leads, Yamaha 2nd, Honda 3rd. They go over the line together, they being Roberts and Spencer. And Randy Mamela, 22 years old, from Santa Clara, California, is making the most now of his incredible 11 years of top racing experience, because he started when he was a young boy, and he's now leading the British Grand Prix on his 4-cylinder across square 4 Suzuki. Mamela, Roberts, Spencer, the very distinctive yellow and white Suzuki. And this is something that people, I think, would not have predicted. Look at the gap that's developing between the fight between the 3 Americans, and Kenny Roberts is there. Now on lap 3, Kenny Roberts has taken what many people will regard as his rightful position, which is first. And Haslam is still in that fourth position. Well, Kenny Roberts was in a class of his own in practice, John.
Well, Kenny, I was timing through Woodcote here, and Kenny was picking up a fifth of a second on everybody all along. And he's absolutely sort of riding at the peak of his form. The important thing about it at the moment is that he's enjoying his racing. He really sort of is back into a groove where it's giving him tremendous thrill. And this is very important.
And in motorcycle Grand Prix racing, as in car Grand Prix racing, tyres are one of the main factors which affect whether a machine and rider are going to do well or not. Kenny Roberts is using Dunlop tyres, and Mamela and Spencer in second and third places behind him are using French Michelin tyres. So, since the Dunlops we know have gone a full race distance in practice tests at racing speeds, it bodes well for Kenny Roberts. He's leading, and this is lap 4. It's Roberts leading, it's Mamela second, right behind him is Freddie Spencer. There, it's Lawson in fourth position. Mark Fontaine, number 10, is in fifth place. Lawson, number 27, the American, who is in fifth position in the World Championship, riding with his teammate Kenny Roberts, who is there in the lead. And we have spots of rain, as we had in the 250 race. Let us hope that they hold off. And Spencer is challenging Mamela for second position.
Well, this is just the sort of race that Roberts wanted to have. He wanted to come through from behind at the start and then put together a few very fast laps and perhaps break away.
An amazing testimony to the skill and coolness of these top riders was the way Kenny Roberts languidly turned round and looked to see where the opposition was. He saw behind him Mamela, but now coming up to take fourth position is Mark Fontaine, or is it? No, Mark Fontaine, the Frenchman in the blue leathers on the V4 Yamaha, challenging Eddie Lawson, who is now fourth, and Spencer is right up with Mamela. There is fourth, Lawson, fifth, Fontaine, sixth is Takazumi Katayama, seventh is Ron Haslam. And in eighth position, it looked very much to me like Jack Middleburg, but the leader, Roberts, is not pulling away now from either Spencer or Mamela. Lawson is holding on to that fourth place, and you'll see him come round the right-hander in a moment. There is Lawson fourth, Fontaine is fifth. Sixth is number 8, Katayama. Seventh is number 9, and that's Haslam. And in eighth position, it is Jack Middleburg on the Honda, number 22. And this is lap 5.
Well, Roberts is probably getting a few of those specks of rain onto his visor, and so he's sort of there doing non-acceptable.